encourage green buildings, we encourage adoption of solar energy, the whole spectrum of possibilities for companies, for investors to participate in and to show that they're green. Indeed, the implementation of the carbon tax in Singapore in 2019, for which we will collect in 2020, will generate something like $1 billion Singapore dollars for 5 years. And that fund is being used to co-fund any one in the industry who will either achieve huge amounts of energy efficiencies and or to reduce emissions. So the funds are available, the structures are available, so that Singapore is in the forefront of these initiatives. The current plan is to deploy solar, of course, on as much of rooftops as possible, but the real breakthrough will be on reservoirs. We hope that it actually reduces surface evaporation, at the same time operate the PVs at a lower temperature and therefore more efficiency. If you add all that up, it's going to hit maybe 1 gigawatt peak, and that's maybe about 5% of total energy consumption. Our philosophy on public transport or on transport is actually to have a car-lite Singapore. So we are agnostic what kind of energy they use, but we want to make sure that public transport would be the first choice. You really have very little excuse to not take public transport. And that's, over time, we hope the younger generation sees this as the right thing to do. In many of our ASEAN states, to switch from this fossil fuel-based energy will take a lot of political will, and to write off the investments has already been made. But certainly, my Environment Ministry counterparts, they all seized by this. I'm happy to say that. The Environment Ministry, it is clear, they want to ensure that their countries, our country, move along to embrace new technologies, new energies. But again, they have to contend with what's left behind as legacy to continue while the economic life is still there. At the same time, to find ways to incentivize take-up of this new energy. So it's happening at different paces and in different forms. But then again, there are also companies or investors and or infrastructure producers who are still pushing for coal and for fossil fuel kind of implementation.